Hi, I'm Dianne Ophelia. I'm an online divorce mediator. If you'd like to know more about me or what I do, check out my website, edivorceexpert.com. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the most important steps you need to take in your divorce action. And they're actually after the divorce is over. There's 5 must-dos to protect yourself. So let's get into it. The first one is take care of your kids. With today's custody orders, it's essential that key providers in your children's lives know what is going on and how to handle certain situations. For example, what if your child is hurt at school? Do the school authorities know who to call? Or what if no one is there when it's time for your child to be picked up from daycare? Do the daycare people know who to call? The list goes on and on. There's sports activities, dance class, swim lessons, basically all activities in your child's life. It's up to each of you as parents to be certain that everyone in your child's life knows how to handle any situation, whether it be an emergency or just a progress report. If you fail to take these positive steps, you may be the out parent. You won't know anything about what's going on in your child's life except what happens in your own home. So don't be the out parent. Both parents need to be active and involved for a healthy child. Item number 2, avoid those unpleasant surprises months or sometimes years down the road. After your divorce is finalized, the last thing you want to think about is more paperwork, contacts, tasks, and to-dos. But you need to press on. Make certain that you've opened new bank accounts or that your spouse's name has been removed from old ones. If you're not opening new accounts, I suggest you obtain something in writing from your bank or financial institution confirming that your former spouse has no access to your accounts. This is the same with credit cards. These days, most people have a number of credit cards, and many of which they seldom or never use and they forget about. The safest route is to close all joint accounts and open new ones in your own name. Now, maybe you mediated your divorce case and you and your spouse are on really good terms, so you don't think this is necessary. But even in the best circumstances, things happen. One spouse does something the other doesn't like and they lash out, whether it be something to do with the children, a new relationship, or a myriad of other events that could trigger the anger and unexpected charges on that credit card or withdrawals from that bank account. Another possibility is your former spouse may run into financial trouble, and charging on an old card may seem like a good remedy. Hopefully this doesn't apply to your case, but cancel those bank accounts and credit cards just to be sure. On to number 3. Don't have a shock when it comes time to retire and to withdraw those retirement funds to buy a cabin, hang out at the beach, buy a boat. You want to make sure those funds are available for you. Too often pensions or IRAs, SEPs, or other types of retirement funds are just ignored after the divorce. If you are receiving the entire asset, then just be sure your name is the only name that is shown as the owner. And if that fund provides for a beneficiary designation, make sure the beneficiary of your choice is designated. If you're receiving part of a pension or retirement fund from the other party's employment, make certain that a qualified domestic relations order is entered and other necessary documents to guarantee your rights in that fund. Also, be certain that the pension company knows how to contact you at all times. This pension may be payable years from now and after several moves. How are they going to give you your money if they don't know how to find you? Number 4, avoid hassles when it comes time to sell. This is another area that divorced spouses often overlook. Let's say that you wish to sell your house or your car, some stocks, or other assets several years after the divorce. If you haven't changed title to those assets in your name alone, you may end up trying to trace down your former spouse and convince them to sign documents years later. This could be time-consuming and very costly. These things are easy to do right after the divorce, but they can become very difficult years later. And finally, number 5. Will your heirs be in for a fight when you pass away? It's essential to update your estate plan. A good estate plan can clarify all of your wishes and will pave the way for your heirs to receive their just inheritance. Some of the aspects you may not think of with an estate plan are the living will, or otherwise known as a health care directive. This directive appoints someone to take care of the health decisions for you if you're unable to do so. I really doubt you want your former spouse in charge of pulling the plug if something happens to you. Also, a will or a testamentary trust can provide a lot of other benefits. They can give you the right to choose the guardian of your minor children in case something happens to your spouse. They can name whoever you wish to administer your estate, pay your debts, maybe sell some assets, and distribute what's left to the heirs. You can name someone as trustee so that they can distribute the estate to your heirs at an age that you feel is appropriate. And in the meantime, they'll manage the estate for them. And finally, depending upon the laws in effect at the time of your death, you may be able to do some estate planning and avoid some taxes. If you're having problems resolving your divorce, or you have post-divorce issues like modification of custody or visitation issues, support, or any other issues, I hope you'll consider online divorce mediation. It's a great way to resolve issues, and it's a lot less expensive and time-consuming. If you like this video, I hope you'll hit the like button, and if you'd like to see future videos, click subscribe and the notification bell so you won't miss any. I issue videos all the time answering clients' questions and providing general information.